I'm Ashok Chandak, Senior Director from NXP Semiconductors, leading the South Asia Pacific Automotive as well as India's sales and marketing activities. So it's a great event here at Electronica, and as a gold sponsor, we have been demonstrating a lot of cutting edge of technology. As we know, the Make in India initiative is gaining a lot of momentum, and NXP is really participating very sincerely into getting into the activities which could help enable Make in India initiative realized. So we are looking into more of vision to reality, and based on our approach, we have come out with one of the strategy which I call as the Innovate in India. That means the Indian startups, the Indian manufacturers and entrepreneurs, small medium-sized companies, they need to innovate, and by innovating, they should be able to create the product which are then taken to the market much faster. The focus here is more of the product creation and cutting down the cycle time of the overall design to market activities. Please. You have to cut that later, huh? Yeah. So we have to cut down the cycle time to the market, and it's everybody talks about it, but it is very difficult, easier said than done. So at NXP we decided to follow this approach of Innovate in India, and under this approach we are going to come out with some kind of approaches and solutions which reduces the time to market drastically, maybe by 50%. So what we are doing is now, one by one, we'll come out with the solution and a complete platform that would be taken up by the entrepreneur, the startup, the hobbyist, small and medium enterprises, to start the experiment on day one. The idea is they should be focusing more onto their idea and how this idea has to be realized, rather than wasting time and putting together the board, putting the software and trying to figure out whether it's working or not working. So what we do is now we take care of that burden and create the time and resource time for the entrepreneur, so that he's focusing on what is core to him actually, which basically is their idea, how the idea is experimented, creating the product and go to market strategy. Rest of the stuff we want to take care. And this is the example I want to give you. For example, we recently launched just yesterday the platform for IoT and a wearable, and you could see this block here. The purpose of this platform is that the user takes it, and on day one he is able to start the experimentation. So for example, this platform is now as good as into this form factor, where if somebody takes it, they can put the tag and start working on it. Let me show you how it works. So basically I remove this band, it's gone out, and this platform actually basically includes the complete device which is ready to work. This device at the moment what we are showing is an IoT platform and a wearable, has the powerful microcontroller unit. It has got several sensors, temperature, humidity and others, including the gyroscope accelerometer, and a connectivity option including BLE and a USB. So what happens is, when the user takes this platform, actually he has something which is a working unit and which can be put onto the docking station, and from this docking station he can start the development work immediately. Now this is one actually which, as you could see on the display, the device is fully working. Right now it is showing you the time and other things. On the device I could do the menu and I could select the application, and for example now I am selecting the application which is weather. I just press the button weather, and as you could see it shows the temperature, humidity, precipitation. So it is already fully working. Similarly, there are several other applications, those are already built in. For example, the pedometer, the health monitoring and other stuff. So this is the starting point which somebody has. Now the question is always how the innovator can do something more with this. So he buys this off the shelf, he purchases one docking station, and this particular unit can fit onto the docking station. So he will just put onto the docking station here, and if he has to implement other use case, for example he wants to put the use case of checking the toxic gases, he wants to put the use case of checking the alcohol content, he wants to put the use case of the near field communication, then he would buy such daughter boards. So you could see this kind of a daughter boards, These are the single function specific daughter boards. Those can be put onto this particular wearable platform and experimentation starts. So if you see now, all the 4 to 6 months of time which is required to develop the main board, the software, hardware, everything is become zero, because you buy and you use and you now it's your idea. Whatever idea you want to implement, whether toxic gas sensing, whether going on to the near field communication related payments or any other thing, you are able to implement quickly, and then you can do your analytics, you can do your product creation and get into the market very, very fast. What does this includes? This particular platform includes right now the Cortex M4 core, the device kinetics family microcontroller, which is launched from NXP, and along with that various NXP sensors and supporting logic. When the question is now, if user is buying this, what does he get? He gets the entire one working unit. Along with that, he get access to the complete software which has been ported and loaded already, and he gets access to the complete schematics, the Gerber, the bill of material and everything. So all the work which we have done by spending millions of dollars is available on day one to the user. The question is how to get it and at what price. So the user can buy this online, which is the easiest thing to do, and it is available, this particular thing, below 5,000 rupees, where he orders online, he gets the complete unit and all documentation details so that he can get started with his experimentation on the day one. Along with that, the user also gets access to their website. On the website, there is a lot of information available, including the open source information, including the community portal. All the queries of the users would get resolved and would be sorted out online. In addition, we also create the complete sales related support structure as well as the field application engineering support structure in India, so that when user is doing their experiments, any technical queries are solved either by the website or these are solved by the local FAEs. And that way, the user is able to complete his experimentation, he can focus on a product creation and launch the products one by one into market pretty fast. We have seen a lot of good response on this product over last 2 days at Electronica, and I'm sure this is going to change the way our entrepreneurs, our hobbyists are creating the product into the country. And once the innovation is done in India, the Make in India approach is definitely suitable, which is just not just the design but also manufacturing and is beyond only the assembly. The second one is, similarly we also launched another platform. So this is called the Warp 7. It's again a variable platform and IoT platform, Warp 7, which is very, very advanced, very high tech. It has got the 1 gigahertz microprocessor which is running along with one more microcontroller. And this particular board, as you can see, which is a complete form factor board, is now having lots of stuff. Complete processor, all the sensors, accelerometer, gyroscope, all the connectivity, BLE, USB, Wi-Fi, and a full form factor ready design. So what user can do is, they can take this board, again start the experimentation on the day one, again putting onto the docking station like this, what we have seen. The similar docking station is again compatible actually for both the platforms. User gets to start doing the applications on this. This device can also connect the camera. So one has to just buy the camera and connect. All the processing can be done by the CPU. This device can also connect to the touch screen. So if there is a LCD display or a TFT display, touch screen to be connected, just the connector and it is available. So people can use this to create a smartwatch. They can use this to create any other smart home related appliance, and they can use this even for a smart industry. There is a big topic today, Industry 4.1, which is called as a smart manufacturing, and this is moving towards the next level. And this kind of devices could be quickly utilized into the manufacturing places where people can optimize their manufacturing, get it more productive, get it more efficient by collecting the data and improvising the operational efficiencies. They can use this device for the home automation, putting inside the house, where you can get all the information from the sensors inside the house, including the camera, which is being put outside the home or in the balconies and other things. This can also be used for the smartwatch, as we explained. Most of the smartwatches in India or outside are very, very expensive. But with this kind of a device, the entrepreneur is able to generate the complete design very fast and launch the product in shortest possible time, as well as get some good kind of a delivery to the end customer. Again, the question is, what do you get along with this? Complete PCB design, complete microprocessor architecture, and most important thing is the user gets along with this the Android porting that is done, the Linux porting which is done. These two tasks itself are very, very expensive and very time consuming. So this is where the NXP adds value to the end customers, that we are doing complete Android and the Linux and other operating system porting on there, so that when a user is buying this board as an evaluation board and a platform for development of the project, they get the complete software kit available, and again they can start on day one. So on day one, you are ready to go, you are ready to experiment, you are getting to the rapid prototyping, you are getting towards the rapid product creation, and you are getting towards the rapid go-to-market approach. And this is where we see Innovate in India can succeed, because by this approach now, you are taken away the time which is being wasted by the entrepreneurs as well as the startup ecosystem in making together, putting together the board, making it work, waste the time. Now this time is already gone. Now they can focus on their idea, realize the idea, go to market and make more and more products available in no period of time. So these are the two products which I wanted to showcase, and there are a few other things we will discuss now. Thank you very much.